The sun had barely risen over Jerusalem when JJ and his guardian, Eliab the temple servant, set out on the long road north. The city's stone walls glowed gold in the morning light, and JJ glanced back one last time before turning his face toward Nazareth. His cousin awaited him there, and the thought filled him with excitement that bubbled over like a spring. The road was no easy path. Dust rose with every step, and the terrain shifted from rocky hills to winding valleys. Eliab, steady and serious, kept his eyes on the horizon, guiding JJ with the patience of one used to long journeys. But JJ's eyes darted everywhere, eager to find adventure in the smallest things. A flock of sparrows startled from a bush, and JJ laughed as they swirled above his head like dancers. "Look, Eliab, even the birds are traveling with us." Eliab smiled faintly, though he kept his stride firm. JJ bent to pick up a smooth stone shaped like a heart. He tucked it into his pouch, declaring it a treasure for his cousin. "He'll like this," he said, already imagining his smile. The road grew steeper, and Eliab warned of bandits and wild animals. JJ listened, but his spirit refused to be dampened. He found joy in the little streams that trickled down the hillsides, splashing his face with cool water. He chased a lizard that darted across the path, laughing when it disappeared into a crack in the rocks. Fast as lightning, he shouted, pretending to race it. Eliab was shocked at the carefree demeanor of the often pensive boy whom he had watched grow up in the temple quarters. Outdoors is great for him, he concluded. At midday, they rested beneath a fig tree. Eliab offered bread and dried fish, but JJ's attention was caught by the figs overhead. He scrambled up the trunk, plucking the ripe fruit and tossing one down to Eliab. "Better than dried fish," he teased, juice dripping down his chin. Eliab shook his head, but his eyes softened. JJ's cheer was contagious. The journey stretched on, and the terrain grew harsher. Sharp stones cut at their sandals, and the sun blazed overhead. Yet JJ found wonder even here. He spotted a shepherd leading his flock across the hills. Running to the edge of the path, JJ called out, "Can I help?" The shepherd laughed and let him guide a lamb back to the flock. JJ's heart swelled with pride. "I'll tell my cousin I was a shepherd today," he announced. As evening fell, the sky turned crimson and purple. JJ walked beside Eliab, humming a tune he had learned in the temple. His voice carried across the quiet hills, and Eliab finally joined in, their song rising together like a prayer. JJ felt safe, even in the wilderness, knowing his guardian's strength and God's presence surrounded him. His father had told him that for the umpteenth time. That night, they camped by the foot of a small hill beneath the stars. JJ lay on his back, pointing out constellations. "That one looks like a lion," he said, "and that one a crown." Eliab told him stories of Abraham and Jacob, who had walked these same lands. JJ listened wide-eyed, imagining himself part of the great story. "Tomorrow," he whispered, "I'll see my cousin, and we'll make our own adventures." The road from Jerusalem to Nazareth was long and hard, but JJ's laughter turned every obstacle into a game, every stone into a treasure, every moment into a memory. Eliab marveled at the boy's spirit. Though the terrain was tough, JJ's joy made the journey light, and as Nazareth drew nearer, JJ's heart raced with anticipation. His cousin awaited.